lovers, fans, casual viewers.
Hi, guys.
Why would you stop my intro? Why would you interrupt my intro? Anyway, my name is Mimi. I'm the host of the Exploring Nollywood podcast. It's always me. I'm always here. People will call me Marianne. And this annoying Anne.
It's Toni.
And welcome to part 2 of our Exploring Nollywood podcast. Okay, let's talk about the notable actors. And then we'll talk about notable films. Or do you talk about notable films and notable actors?
I think they go hand in hand.
Alright, so we've mentioned him before. You've got Mr. Ibu as... No, sorry.
No.
You have John Okafor as Mr. Ibu. And, you know, his main film, why everyone knows him as Mr. Ibu, and why we're struggling to remember his name, is, you know, his movie Mr. Ibu. But he
plays that character in many, many films.
Yeah, just sort of like that lazy, lackadaisical, foolish guy. Mm-hmm. And people apparently find that funny. He's funny.
A Gates man.
He has won so many awards. Best actor in comedy, best comic actor, most decorated comic actor. Oh. You know, he is very, very popular. And people find him funny.
I think he's funny. I just don't find the film funny.
Oh.
Because I feel like if I have the Mr. Evil character in films, I think it's hilarious. I don't need a whole film on that character.
True. And then you've got, you know, Sam Loco Efe. God rest his soul. May he rest in peace. And he was just hilarious. Oh, I love that man. He was so talented and just great. You can actually see him in so many films. He was in the NTA adaptation of Things Fall Apart.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he was really, really good in that. And I think from then on, he carried on, you know, in his profession and made a name for himself as. But do you think he ever? Maybe he was before that time, but he never got like a film that was dedicated solely to him. He was always the like funny side character.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
I'm just trying to think. No, I think he is usually. This comes
under spice.
This comes under like one of the genres of comedy that I found is called buddy comedy.
Oh yeah.
So when they're like in a partnership with someone else. So I think he's usually in a partnership with someone else.
Yeah,
or
but he just makes them shine.
A group. And the movie might be about that group. So I think it's called Police Affairs is the film.
Baby Police? No, Police Affairs is different.
Police Affairs.
Where he's a policeman.
And there's like a group of them that are policemen definitely should not be policemen.
Yeah, and that was policemen.
And I think it's sort of making it might come under like black comedy where it's making fun of the state of police in the country.
And they do deserve
to
be made fun of.
They're terrible for that.
When they made the movie, like they didn't know it could get worse.
No.
Woo!
But I think that falls under body comedy of. Whilst he's not the main character of the film, he is part of the ensemble. So yeah, he's usually ensemble, and he's just, as I said, he's like the topping. He's the spice. He's like he just makes everything better, and you know he was very beloved. We have how could we not have mentioned Chinwe Talago? Chinwe Talago in a film is funny to me because. That man has stolen something from someone else.
No, but then he always plays the evil character, but the evil funny character.
No, it's funny because that's always his character.
Just like insulting people up and down, and jazzing people up and down. And he was also in Things Fall Apart. Yeah, so lots of people are in Things Fall Apart. And he was also nominated for Best Comic Actor at the Zulu African Film Awards.
What year?
2011. So he's still
very recent.
Yeah, but he's still going strong.
Yeah,
he's still Chinwe Talago going up things.
Do you know how shocked I was? Now this is as a massive segue. How shocked I was when I found out that his name is Chinwe Talu Agu. Oh,
it's a song
that blew my mind to levels that nobody understands. That his name is not Chinwe Taluagu.
Okay.
Like Igbo people answer me. Like what?
Like the entire like
yes,
millions.
Just like rhythmically. Can you sort it out, please?
Victor Oswagu.
Fair, isn't it?
Yeah. he is he also plays that Mr. Evil type for the role, that bumbling idiot, and he came have you watched Evil Passion? Evil Passion was good, but I think that was one of the things that shot him to fame. Yeah, and then we don't have much to say on him because we don't remember him much.
I mean, I don't remember him comedically as a... Yeah, I think I remember him, but there's nothing about him that like sticks out. I'm like, yeah, he'd be a funny actor, but that's about it.
I guess it's because he doesn't have a character that he plays.
That could be it.
I think most of these old school comedians that we know usually had a character. For example, Sam Loco didn't have a character, so he was more of an ensemble. But if you can craft your own character and stick to that character, and that character can be beloved by Nigerians, or Nigerians will love it. Like Mama G. Mama G.
Do you know what we do for you, Mama G? We carry shoulder.
Let's even talk about Patience Zoko. Not only is she great as an evil mother-in-law, she's actually great at comedic roles as well. You often find her in K-Mall. Yes.
And she was in Ukwa.
Yeah. And she just makes just a beautiful counterpart. I think hers is more reactive comedy. So she reacts to the situation in funny manner.
Yeah.
Rather than being the one that causing the chaos.
Do you think that... Because on the list that we've got, are there any women on your list?
No. But I have a separate... You know what? We will talk about that. I am not... I have specifically structured them into female and male, and we're going to talk about the discrepancy between them. Okay. Anyway, let's go to Osofia, who we have mentioned, Nkem Owo, Ukwa, and then he got away with 2 characters. That's the genius of the man, 2 characters. He's won so many awards, and then we all know the movies, Osofia in London.
Osofia in London 2.
Osofia in London 3. Oh, the 2 is actually really funny, where he just torments this white girl, man. He just torments the living daylights out of her, even though she did come to steal his money, but it's really funny.
Is this where, Oyibo man, I go chop your dollar?
No.
Is that a different...
That's a different one. And where he's not even Osofia as well. He's not Osofia in that one. He's... Apart from like the Osofia films, he doesn't play Osofia in any other film. He just plays a different Osofia type character.
I go chop your dollar.
Oh man. What's the name of that film?
I think it's called I go chop your dollar. I think so. I go take your money, disappear. If you haven't heard that song, go look for it now, because it's actually a bop. It's a bop. Yes.
No, the name of the film is The Master, 2005, where he's the master.
You be the loser.
I be the master. Now me be the master. Give this one a crown. You know what? He was in Chief Daddy, and I did not appreciate it because, especially 2, he was barely in 2. He was funny in 1, but another rant incoming. Apart from, let's talk about King of Boys. I know, very weird to bring up in a comedy episode.
If you haven't seen King of Boys, go watch it right now.
1 and the show.
Go watch it right now.
We'll talk about when we talk about trailers and action movies. As I was saying, rant incoming. Only, again, we do not have respect for our veteran actors. We do not have respect. King of Boys is the only one that managed to elevate Shola Shobowale into the new Nollywood, to get her the money, the accolade that she actually deserved. Like,
no.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure
talent had been there from day one. Tony Tomato, that's what she was known as. But now
then was she more well known for her Yoruba movies?
She was, but she was also known in English.
Because I'd have assumed that she'd be more well known for her in Yoruba movies.
No, but Tony Tomato wasn't this in. It was I think Super Story.
I don't know what that is. I know what Super Story.
Moving on. I'm just saying that I would love to see more of these veteran actors who have talent. These people were classically trained. Not one wackabout that is just popular on Instagram because she has BBL and fair skin. No.
The name that came to all of your minds when we said that.
But because she's been all these new Nollywood companies, Film One, they all rate her as an A-list actor. And I'm just saying that we need more films that will elevate our veteran actors, because the talent is there and has always been there. You think Patience Uzoko can't turn in an Eniola Salami? You think she can't bring that to the table?
I get where you're coming from, but at the same time,
no, don't disagree. What's wrong with you?
She needs to relax her vim. Like, that's my main thing. In as things such a King of Boys, there's a cultural aspect to it, so like the Yoruba side to it.
Yes, she can bring Igbo fire.
Well, write the film then. I'm sure she'll be happy to play it, but I feel like it's not fair, I guess, on Shola Sobowale or Kemi Adetiba.
Why?
To say, oh, why didn't you cast...
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there should be more films like that elevates a veteran actress or actor and gives them a central role.
But then usually, don't you think
they play the side role, the mom, the auntie, the mother-in-law in new Nollywood films.
I mean, that's but the age that they are, though.
Yeah, but life doesn't end at 40. There's so many other stories that can be told with them in mind. So many powerful stories.
Okay.
That, you think Nkem can turn in a badass performance? Have you seen that guy act? He will drive you to tears.
Okay. But don't you think that they are in the place that they are to make their own stories? Because do you trust some young director from somewhere to write, no offense to Kemi Adetiba, by the way, to write a story that will elevate these characters the way that they should be?
There are so many talented writers, one of which I am.
That's a shameless plug.
A shameless plug? Anyone that wants to hire me, I'm available. I'm a screenwriter and I'm very talented. Yes, there's so many talented writers, some of which I know. So there's so many talented writers. But here's the thing. When you're writing, you're also thinking about the market. And the market right now is not viable to these veteran actors. You cannot have your main character be 60 years old.
No. Okay, I get that. But at the same time, imagine a film that has all the veteran actors in it.
Oh yes. I've been wanting to watch that. Watching that, I will pay. It will be so bad.
I will pay to have actresses that, especially ones that are in that age, in that I guess golden age of Nollywood.
Yeah, and those ones are classically trained. They have training. They have those days. If you don't have talent, you could not have made it.
True.
All our veterans are talented. Not now. All our veterans... I'm so sorry I'm coming down on Nollywood. New Nollywood today. But I am angry and I'm upset. So no time for good words.
In a comedy episode, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I'm bringing a lot of fire today. I just think that we deserve... the market needs to change. And I think it should. The King of Boys might have changed the market. Like, I think... producers will be more willing to produce these types of shows. I don't know.
I think like a lot of the reason why King of Boys did so well is because they had such a veteran actor at the helm. Of it.
But do you think...
there's a level of trust that goes with these kind of things that you want to be so big. There is a level of trust that should be there of... I, as a director, I'm placing, as a director and as a writer, I'm placing my trust in you as an actor.
We can trust Patience Uzoko to bring it in.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying.
A-list, on that list of A-list actors, she is she's highly placed on that list. Mm-hmm. But I get what you're saying. She is in a position where she can make her own movie.
She want to?
That's another thing. Do they want to?
These people are older. They're...
No,
I don't want to say tired.
Are you going to say tired? Oh my God, yes. Wow.
These people are
You're committed so many offenses that could get you removed from a public position today.
I've said so many things. But no, like these people, I think a lot of them are might be, I guess, of a mindset of, we've had our time. Yes, it's a different... My point is, you can't compare the level of exposure that veteran actors got then and are getting now to the exposure that current actors are getting. Yes, you will always get that the talent is completely different.
Yeah.
Because back in the day. I was going to say in the olden days. That's not quite right.
Cancelled.
You had to have a level of talent to...
Oh, no. That's not walking the line. I said it. If you are going to act, it was hard. Nobody believed in you.
Yeah.
Nollywood was in its founding era. You had to be good. You had to have talent.
You had to have talent. You have to have, like she was saying, a level of training, a level of talent.
And here's the thing. With the audience and producers are thinking differently. They're thinking, how am I going to market this? Social media. Well, social media might not want to...
Yeah, but then
Kemi Adetiba, because she's so revolutionary, she said, I'm going to put my trust in these veteran actors, regardless of what producers and what, the marketers and bean counters are saying. And I know that she will be able to propel it. Don't forget that Shole Shoborele was supported by these new actors. So I just want a film where veterans are more centrally placed. How did we get to this conversation?
Because you went on a rant that wasn't needed or wasn't related to the topic matter. Okay. Subject matter.
Let's talk about Chinedu Ikedezi. Oh, God. Someone take away my Nigerian passport. Well, we know him as Aki. And we know who Aki is. He first starred in Ukwa, where him and Osita Iheme, who is Popo, where he starred in the group. We all know Aki and Popo. And then they moved on. They created their own character. They created their own brand. And then I think they are the ones that managed to carry this Aki and Popo thing through their movies. So they were able to, like Baby Police, hilarious. The actual Aki and Popo itself. All the times when they're disturbing somebody. And Ikebe Super. And then let's talk about his counterpart, Osita Iheme. We all know where he's from. But would you know that he's one of the highest paid actors in Nollywood?
Is it?
Yeah. For Chinedu Ikedeze, he actually started to take more serious roles.
I remember there was this one. There's the one with the two of them, and what's the one with the deep voice? Eula Duce.
Yeah,
I think it's the one where Eula Duce had to spend a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Every year, every day, or every month, or something like that, and they were in like. There's this one scene. You have money. I'll show you that money.
Oh my God! It is so funny. Yes. Oh, it's so funny, guys. You go to YouTube. You will not find it by its title. Of course not.
Obviously not.
But this is more of a new Nollywood YouTube film where Eula Duce has to spend money, and they just like outclass each other with money. It is so funny. Type in Eula Duce has to spend money before he dies or something.
I'm sure it will come up. It will come up.
YouTube
knows what you're talking about.
It is quite funny. Let's talk about the newer ones, or the ones that we see as newer ones. Let's talk about Ime Bishop.
Oh, the one
Okun.
with the tiny voice. Oh,
I find him so funny.
But
he come in small doses.
In very, very small doses.
True.
Because he's the same character
all the time
in every single film, which is fine. It is funny,
but he does have some serious roles. In The Wish, he plays the husband of a woman that has breast cancer, and he's very good in that. But he rose to fame in 2007, and he was in this movie called Uyai, which was directed by Isong. Love her. He is so funny in small doses.
In very small doses.
But yeah.
Like microgram doses. My pharmacist out there. Yeah.
No one gets stupid jokes. He's quite a new Nollywood actor. He's in a lot of new Nollywood movies. Yeah. And he's just there to crack some jokes, ease the tension.
In the accent.
Then let's talk about Francis Odega. Get her hair, man. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's so funny. He is funny as well. And he's in a lot of like movies where he has the accent.
Do you think that we have this subgenre of gate men, funny people?
Yes.
Of like comedic gate men.
That's a cultural thing.
So Mr. Ibu will be a gate man. Ume Okun.
Have you got any notable male comedians that you like to shout out?
And then you get, those people like Hafiz Oyetoro. I think he's most popular known as Saka. He actually has a bachelor's and master of arts degree in theatre art.
That's what I'm saying. Veterans and talents.
And currently on a doctorate degree. Oh, that would be Dr. Oyetoro to you.
All right. And then, how could we forget? AY? Ayomayoko. New Nollywood. Would you say?
I find AY funnier as a comedian than as an actor.
I agree. I prefer him as a comedian.
As a comedian than as an actor. I feel like his comedic power shines through
when he's not playing a character.
As stand-up. Yeah, when he's playing himself. Because I think a lot of his characters, he tries to make them like himself.
Yes.
And I don't think that's very funny. I mean, I'm sure it's funny, but it's not.
But he has undertaken some amazing Nollywood projects. 30 Days in Atlanta, trip to Jamaica. In fact, I saw one meme asking him to stop taking these trips out of the country. because it's too much. Okay, finally, let's talk about female comedians. Okay.
Are we thinking female comedians or just funny female actresses?
Yes. That's a good point. Can you name some female actresses that are known only for comedy?
Not only for comedy.
But like Nkem Owo is known for comedy. He has his character. Aki and Popo, comedy. Although, as I said, Aki has been branching out. What female comedian would you say is known for just comedy?
None for just comedy. I think you'll find those people that they tend to lean into a character that is usually funny. So like someone like Mercy Johnson playing a towel.
Yeah, playing it. But then Mercy Johnson has Dumebi.
Who the hell is Dumebi?
Yeah, have you not seen just a whole line of Dumebi? Dumebi goes to school.
I remember Dumebi, where she's Dumebi and then she goes to school and then she gets married.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. So there's Dumebi where she does the language thing and she plays the ignorant girl. Yeah, that makes people like that embarrasses. You know, hers actually gives you a lot of secondhand embarrassment.
Yes. Yeah, but then there's one that's like it got pretty dark when I don't know if it was Dumebi as a character. But I know there was a Mercy Johnson one where she fell asleep.
Oh, and she was sexually assaulted. Yeah, that was Dumebi as well. And they laughed that off. It wasn't funny.
No. Black comedy. Say, we do. We shouldn't. But we did.
All right. Let's talk about Funke Akindele, also known as Jennifer. Now, she is riding that horse hard. She's got so...
There was Jennifer and Jennifer's Diary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's Jennifer the film, and I think there's now Jennifer the TV show.
Yeah, but I don't think this... She plays the same character, but with like a different energy. I don't know how to describe it. Because the Jennifer and Jennifer was actually quite foolish, but had the whole like speech impediment. Okay, let's talk about this. What is with us and language? Why do we find people that can barely speak English or that speak English in a weird way funny? Or when someone doesn't know how to speak English?
People find idiotic things funny all the time.
I hate the tone you're using. But let's move on.
I'm not judging anyone.
Before you get that you're incorrect. Let's talk about Eniola Badmus, known for being funny and always playing a funny part. She usually relies on physical comedy. She usually, uses her body to be funny. Is that okay?
It's okay. I know what you're not saying, but it's okay.
Yeah, okay, let me just say, she uses her fatness to be funny.
Yeah.
She uses her body. It's a very like, oh, look at her. She's eating like this gigantic wraps of eba. Or
I remember this one film, right? There were like three or four sisters, and the cum of pounded yam.
It shocked you.
I'd never seen it before.
And you never see it again.
And they were fighting like, there's enough. Why are you fighting over the pounded yam? It doesn't mean pounded yam or fufu.
Yes, so that kind of comedy. But that's slapstick, that's fast. But then she also plays that role where she's like the fat girl that nobody loves. And she's always looking for love. And She Girl. Man, yeah, so let's talk about She Girl. She's also a comedic actress. The way she rose to to fame, just doing videos on the internet.
I think we can consider her as one of the biggest people that came out of that YouTube era. Like, she managed to transition a comedic, funny thing that she did on YouTube and turned it into film and bring that character of Chigo with her, even though sometimes they're named something differently. Like, big ups to Chigo. After all, market must sell. Okay, thank you for joining us on part 2 of our comedy episode. Stick around for part 3. Thank you and see you later.